Hey guys, Fusebox back on Raid Shadow Legends, and this took everything I had, but we do have a no damage Unkillable team, but it takes a lot. So let's jump into it really quick, show everything you need to know, and hopefully if you have these heroes, there are going to be people this is going to help. A lot of people are just going to be looking for an Unkillable team they can take in, and it does take 3 heroes, but that's it. So let's jump into it. Okay, like 60 million silver later, when I didn't even need this team, but I know that people are going to be looking for a way to do block damage, and I'm sure we're going to find easier or better ways to do it. In my case, I can't take the Mytha off my clan boss team to try to make the one tune that they have, but this needs no speed down. Nobody needs accuracy. Nobody needs resistance. If you have these 3 heroes, or you have them and the ability to build them up, at least there's light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully this helps somebody. We'll go over it, and it's not auto. You have to set up one thing in the beginning. We have to have 2 A1s from Helicath. If it wasn't for that, it's full auto. But you can't use, we're actually using the ability to draw the turn meter by putting on buffs. So you simply cannot use this shield. The speeds, here's the deal. I changed gears so many times, like so many times. They're tight. I can tell you that they're tight. Now, Helicath, I wanted so bad to keep him at a clan boss speed, right? Like 247, 249. This just happens to be where he landed. These are some weak builds because I was just worried about speed tuning it. This is more like proof of concept. Anyways, 249, about 247, 249 feels like it for him, honestly. You could play around, but I'm warning you, I'd keep these speeds pretty tight. We do want to turn off the A2, prioritize the A3. This putting it as opening on an A1 just lets you take it off auto, do one move, and put it back on auto. So let's move on to Rocheguard, because he is another undamageable hero, and unfortunately this takes 3. This takes 3. You could have 2 Helicaths, 2 Rocheguards, any combination of these 3 heroes, but you do really need at least 2 of these heroes with the 2-turn cooldown, and then somebody that can do it once on a 4-turn cooldown. So going to Rocheguard, he's running 252. He possibly could go faster, but he has to beat 251. He has to go before the boss to make this work. So at least hit 252, and I did not test any higher because there's nowhere for me to go to plug this in and check it. I've been doing this all day, like calculus on this game. So it took a lot of percentages and working numbers, and I'm not the guy that really does this without tools like Deadwood Jedi's calculator to actually help me out. So it took me forever, but Rocheguard does have to go over 251. Turn off his A2 is pointless. It's the only reason, really. He's gonna start out by going Unkillable, no problems there, and then Warcaster. This is the other guy that matters. He's tricky. Well, he's not that bad. He needs to open with his A1, and then he's going to turn off his A2 because it does a little bit less damage. Not too bad, right? And then bring damage dealers, but the damage dealers need to be about 175 to 177. And this 177, there's a point where I thought it was going to throw me off, but she stayed in tune. So I really don't think you can go a whole lot higher. I do not know how much lower you can go. I imagine you can go much lower, but if you keep these speeds pretty tight, around 175 to 177, you can bring anybody you want. It could be your Geomancer, who I really wish I had for this. If I did, this would be better. But I'm just bringing people that have max HP damage. Doesn't matter. Bring your Armorer. Doesn't matter. You're Unkillable. You can beat it. So you've seen the speeds. As far as the setup, I have her in Reflex, so I'm turning off this A2 so she gets back to her Heartseeker. And Septimus, right? He's going to try to hit. So let's save all this. And again, we have to have 2 hits. And this doesn't matter about affinity, another good thing. We possibly could change the aura here and get more damage because the aura does not matter here. But anyways, like I say, we can walk through this twice. We leave it on auto, go through the first round, but we need Helicath to get 2 A1s. So there's his first A1 right there. And then we're going to go around. Everybody else should be set up the way they need to be, except for right before Helicath gets his move, right? That's a counterattack. Right here, we want to take it off auto and make sure he A1's right here. Another counterattack. You can take counterattacks on this team. So A1, and now we can hit auto. So this is where we get that one turn. It draws the hit by making the turn meter go up. That keeps us unkillable, and that buys time between Rocheguard and Helicath. That's really the whole idea here, is buying time between the two turn cooldowns on our blocking damage. So we had to have one other person that could do it on a 4-turn cooldown. I'm not sure if there is anybody else that could quite do it, because Demithid's on a 3-turn cooldown. It really needs to be tower. It could be another tower, another Rocheguard, or it could be Warcaster. But from here on out, we're unkillable. You see, I'm just going for big chunks of damage because I don't have that Geomancer. I'm never going to get him. If you got a Geo, I'd probably put him in one of these slots. But it doesn't matter. You can put anybody. You can put your Trunda in there. She's not going to do much damage against this boss, but anybody you want, you're going to kill it. I actually have Giant Slayer on Cold Heart, so our A1s have a chance to proc. I've got War Master on Septimus. Really weak builds. Again, I was just all day changing speeds, trying this out. So let's get through this. There you go. I'm going to use it. I made it. I need an aspirin after all this, but hopefully this helps. If it helps just one of you, it was worth all my time, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to use this team. I have a Demithid clan boss team. These heroes need a place, and now they got a place. Any affinity, easy run. If I get a Geomancer, we'll cut that time in half. Anyways, I hope it helps somebody, because this, the nerf, right? The nerf. The unkillable nerf is coming. So you got time to be working on this. Anyways, hit the like button, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And until next time, enjoy the grind.